Hello and welcome to this hypnosis experience which I've specifically designed to help relieve you of any fear or phobia associated with driving. This track contains a really simple and really fun technique which you can actually use to fix any kind of phobia such as the fear of spiders or snakes. However, I have specifically designed this one for driving. But if you'd like to see tracks for other things, please let me know. I'd also like to point out this track can be enjoyed with or without hypnosis. So if you'd rather do this without hypnosis for any reason, all you need to do is skip ahead to the time shown on the screen now and linked in the description. And if you're ready to begin the hypnosis, then we're going to do it in the same way we have in my other videos, and it doesn't matter if you've not seen those before. It's a really simple, quick way of doing it, even if you've never experienced hypnosis before. So all you need to do is first of all get yourself into a comfortable position. It doesn't matter whether you choose to sit down or lie down. In fact, for this particular experience, sitting down may be beneficial because that will simulate the position you are in when driving. And all you need to do is start off by moving your eyes up, so you're looking up through your eyebrows. And I'd like you to take a deep breath in now through your nose and out through your mouth. And again in through your nose. Keeping those eyes looking up, breathe out through your mouth. And once again we're going to breathe in through your nose. And this time as you breathe out, close those eyes. And feel those eyes dancing around that lovely hypnotic magical dance, which means you're now entering a lovely state of relaxation and hypnosis. And just allow your chin now to fall towards your chest and let those eyes settle. And we're going to imagine now you're standing at the top of a lovely staircase where there are 10 steps which we're going to walk down. And with each step I'd like you to see the step, hear the step and feel the step. So let's begin by walking down slowly down to step 10, going deeper and deeper into this relaxing trance. Step 9, deeper and deeper still. Down to step 8, remembering to hear, see and feel each step. Step 7 now, going down and down, calmer and calmer. To step 6, you go deeper and deeper into hypnosis. And remember, only you can do this, I can't do it for you. So now emphasise that feeling even more as you step down to step 5, going deeper and deeper, letting any tension in your body simply fall away. Down now to step 4, deeper, deeper still. Step 3, calmer, calmer, deeper and deeper in hypnosis. Down to step 2, feeling deeper and deeper and more relaxed. Down now to step 1, feeling more relaxed than ever before, completely at ease. All the muscles relaxed, all tensions gone, and feeling lovely and calm and relaxed. Noticing how different you feel now. Maybe noticing a slight tingling sensation in your fingers. And certainly whatever you do, just having this will to just keep those eyes closed. And just feel so calm and so peaceful and relaxed. And I'd like you to imagine now a place where you feel safe. This could be somewhere in your home or somewhere you visited in the past, or it could be a made-up fantasy place. Just think of anywhere where you feel safe and calm and where no harm could possibly come to you. And I want you to make this place as clear as you can in your mind. Think about what you can see around you. Think about any feelings associated with this place, maybe the feeling of wind around you, or warmth, or the temperature of the air around you. Think about the sounds you can hear in this place, and make it as clear and crystal clear as you possibly can. And just take a moment to really enjoy this time in this peaceful, relaxing place. And be aware that if at any time during this coming experience you feel stressed or worried, which is unlikely but it may happen, you can always return to this safe place just as easily as thinking about it. You may want to give yourself a word, a single word which you associate with this place. And any time you say that word, either out loud or just quietly in your mind, you'll be whisked back to this place immediately. So you've always got a place of safety and comfort to return to if needed. And now let's begin fixing this fear, this problem, this issue that's brought you here today. I wonder if you can imagine a cinema. This could be a cinema you visited in the real world, or it could be one that you make up in your mind. And I want you to imagine that you're standing outside this cinema, just looking at the building, just hearing the sounds around you, maybe the sounds of traffic or people, and just get a really good sense of being in this place. And the more you can immerse yourself in this, the better this technique will work. So take your time to really see, hear, feel, taste and smell anything around you. And I want you to imagine now that you're walking towards the doors of this cinema. And as you look up to see which films are playing, it simply says, "Your life." And this makes you wonder what this film of your life is. So you enter the cinema and you walk up to the desk. And somebody working behind the desk hands you a free ticket to this film and smiles and wishes that you enjoy this film. And you smile back and take the ticket from them, and you walk across from this desk towards the area where the screens are housed. And you may choose to stop and get some popcorn or some other kind of treats. That's completely up to you. But you walk through towards the screen and you walk into this cinema and you notice it's completely empty. And you look at your ticket and you notice there is a seat number on it. So you walk up to this seat, and your seat is located right in the middle, in the centre of the cinema. And you sit down, maybe start eating any popcorn or whatever you have with you, and you start to look up at the screen, which is currently blank. And as you wait for this film to begin, you start to think about all of the positive forces and things in your life, all of the things that you are really good at. Now this could be sport, it could be your job, it could be a hobby. I want you to now think of all of these things, and there is always something that any of us are good at. So the answer is never that you're not good at anything. There's always something each of us is good at. And I want you to take time to relive these experiences. So whatever it is that you're really good at, I want you to see it, hear it, feel it, and just relive this moment, whatever it is. Relive it as vividly and as clearly as you possibly can. And this is so important because for this to work, you really need to commit fully to this experience and relive this experience as clearly as possible. So I'll give you a few moments now just to gather your thoughts and think of these strong, positive times in your life. And once you've done this, you notice that the cinema screen starts to flicker into life. And as you look up, you realise there is an image on the screen. And this image is a still picture of the situation where you find yourself having these fears, whether this is motorway driving, driving tests, driving in general. An image of you just before you have this problem is projected on the screen. And this may be an image before you even get in the car, or it may be a certain situation that arises when you are driving. And I want you to just project that image up onto the screen, and just imagine that you're about to watch a video, but it's not playing just yet, it's still. Now I'd like you to imagine something now which may sound a little strange at first, but I'd like you to imagine that you become some kind of ghost and you drift out of your body. So you're now actually standing or sitting in the cinema, watching yourself. So you are sitting or standing, watching yourself from a third person perspective. And you look at the screen and you notice how the image that you had there has faded to black and white. And it looks much older, like an old-fashioned silent film. And as you are there watching yourself, seeing yourself maybe eating popcorn or sitting looking at the screen, you become aware that the film has started to play. But you're not watching the film, you are standing watching yourself from the outside. And this film plays, and you may hear some of the noises and sounds associated with it, but you only see the film from the corner of your eye. You can only see the flicker of the screen. You are just intently watching yourself. And I want you to let this film play through. And if I begin speaking before the film's finished, that's fine. You can just continue to play the film along as I speak. And remember, if at any time this becomes too distressing, you can always just say that word, or think of your safe place, and be whisked back there straight away. And I want you to do this until you reach the point at which you would normally be scared. So play the film through until the point where it's going to freeze, just as you maybe would freeze in fear. And I'll come back in a moment when you've done this. And I'd like you now to drift back into your body, so you once again become inside your body. And you're now sitting, looking at the cinema screen, frozen in place, this black and white film. And as you look in front of you, you realise there is actually a control box on the back of the seat in front of you. And there are several buttons: rewind, fast forward, play, pause and stop. And you realise that you can control this film. And I'd like you now to press the rewind button, and the film runs back really quickly, back to that first image that you had. And I want you to now watch this film by pressing the play button, and this time you are actually watching this film of this situation that you used to find frightening. And I want you to watch the film through again, remembering it's in black and white, and the sound is a little distorted compared to how it normally is. And I'll come back again when you've done this. And now the video has ended again. I'd like you to hit that rewind button and run the film right back to the beginning. And this time as you do so, notice how it makes a slightly funny noise, almost a bit like zzz, and you can hear the sound playing backwards as you run it back. And I'd like you now to think of a funny piece of music, something you've heard at some time, which really made you laugh, maybe from a cartoon or a silly comedy show on TV. And if you can't think of one, just make one up. Any kind of silly tune with funny, silly sounding instruments, or maybe somebody singing in a really high-pitched, funny voice or a really deep, bassy voice. Just think of something that makes you smile. And you notice now that as you play this film back, it's got this weird, funny soundtrack to it. So you're watching this film of you in your car, in this situation that used to make you feel afraid, and you can't help but smile because of this funny, weird soundtrack and these strange voices maybe that are being played over the film. And as you watch this film and you get to the part which would have scared you before, you find you burst into laughter. You can't help laughing at this ridiculous scene of you in a car with this funny music and funny voices and all this comedy around you. And you laugh and you smile. And as the film reaches the end, you press rewind and it rewinds again, making that funny sound old video recorders used to make, going zzz, it goes back. And you press play again, and the video is becoming even darker and even more black and white and even more faded, and you just can't help laughing. This is so funny, this video, this of you driving your car with this silly music, and the tears start running down your face because it's just so amusing and so funny to watch yourself driving this car with this ridiculous soundtrack. And you can keep doing this over and over again, and just do that as many times as you want until you just can't help but laugh and cry out loud this stupid scene. And you just play it over and over again, and you can't help laughing, tears running down your face, screaming and howling with laughter at this ridiculous scene and how funny this is. And you can do this over and over again as many times as you like. So just do that now, and I'll just be quiet for a moment as you enjoy that. And I wonder if you can imagine now, you actually drift up from where you are, drifting into this scene in the film. And you're actually seeing it now, as though you are actually there. So you're in this film, living out this scene, just as though you're there. And you can still hear the funny music playing, and you can run the film forward and back, twice the speed, as often as you like. And just keep doing this, keep running the film, forwards, backwards, faster, funny music, funny voices, funny sound effects. Make it as funny as you can until you can do it no longer, till you can no longer stand to watch this ridiculous scene. Forward, back, faster, funny music, do it over and over. And just keep doing this in your mind. and I'll come back in a moment when you've completed that. Enjoy. And if you've really thrown yourself into this now, you'll find yourself laughing, smiling. And from now on, whenever you find yourself in this situation in the future, whenever you're driving your car, you are going to laugh and smile, and it will be safe and controlled. You won't have tears running down your eyes like you may do now. It will be perfectly safe for you to drive a vehicle, but you'll just be feeling warm and happy and smiling to yourself instead of this fear that you used to have. And you've had so much fun here, and this video is now broken, that you decide to pick up anything you brought into the cinema with you, and you walk out the cinema, and as you pass this person that gave you the ticket, they look at you and smile and wink, and you know that you now possess the ability to drive a car without this old problem, this old fear, which has now gone. You can drive a car now, calmly, confidently, and safely. And this old thing that you used to have a problem with, if you try and even think about it now, just try and remember what it was like to have that problem, and you'll find it's gone. Because now, all you feel is calm and relaxed and safe when driving. And if you'd like to now drift off to sleep, as long as it's safe to do so, you can just continue to relax and fall asleep. If you would like to come back to your normal waking state, then all you need to do is count up with me from 1 to 3. So we begin with number 1, just starting to come round and feel more and more normal. Number 2, coming out of hypnosis now, wide awake and feeling just as you normally do. And step 3, open your eyes, blink your eyes, look around, shrug your shoulders, take some breaths in, feeling wide awake and alert, completely out of hypnosis and back to normal, with this old problem gone and your new confidence of driving. And if you've enjoyed this experience, why not share this with someone else so they can get over this issue like you just have. And if you need to, you can listen to this again in the future. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again soon for more videos.